are you?
It's four-leaf clover. Make a wish.
Wish you weren't so fucking awkward, bud.
No ego on that side of Hollywood, is there?
Because maybe they're just as good and we're wasting time.
Why can't you just admit it's over?
Some people are in it just for the art.
It's too complicated. It's like algebra. Why you gotta put numbers and letters together? Why can't you just go fuck yourself?
Hey now! Not everyone's gonna enjoy this show. Settle in.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Normally, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? But it is goddamn
Everybody's
Christmas.
Jolly.
It's Christmas. Today is Christmas.
Christmas Day. Merry Christmas. I know you've like celebrated with all your in-laws. Some of them you like, some of them you hate. So you got some dope gifts. You gave some shitty gifts. You cheap fuck, give better gifts. You know what I'm trying to say. You're out there, but you've seen your family, and now you're with us. We appreciate you. My name's JDirty. What's going on?
Coincidentally, today is also the last day of Hanukkah. So my family's been celebrating both up in this bitch. So happy Hanukkah out there to all my friends and relatives that celebrate Hanukkah.
The Hanukkah-nations.
Yeah, Cotton gets it.
I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Release Robin's bro.
Merry Christmas.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
This is a strong
Happy
start,
holidays.
guys. This is a
We could
strong
say-
start.
We could say happy holidays because we're an inclusive program.
Yeah, happy
You're right.
holidays. But we were
What
just
I'm trying to
specifically
say-
saying today, as you're watching
Exactly.
this is Christmas. Well, if you're watching it when it airs, some people probably watch it like a year after we made it.
Yeah,
so
that's
probably
fair.
right.
If you're
If
watching
you
it
watch
live,
this a
it's
year
Christmas.
after, it's still Christmas because it's been a year. So it's just next
That's true.
Christmas.
That's true. And on Christmas, what we're recognizing is the birth of our Lord and Savior, the baby Jesus, born on this day all those years ago. And that's what we're here to
Am I going with
celebrate
that?
here on Scrub. It was on this day specifically. There's no
Am I wrong?
dispute. I'm not wrong. There's no dispute about that whatsoever.
All
And
you're
it's
doing
about-
is making me hate you a little and want to drink more.
He is making me so fucking thirsty right now. I don't know
my
about
We
you
love
guys,
the baby
but
Jesus. We love the baby Jesus on the show. I mean,
Hey, careful, man. There's a beverage here, huh?
okay.
The
So
baby
seriously.
Jesus love is isolated to the bottom square. There, I said it.
I want to start.
You start.
Can I start?
Why don't you start? I can hear you. God,
Guys,
outta
I'm
here.
gonna start.
I'm walking away
So-
for Jesus.
Good luck.
Jay's for
Ow,
Jesus.
I stubbed my toe. God damn
Oh,
it.
fuck.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, that shit hurt. All right,
I
go
should
ahead.
have lied. I shouldn't have said I didn't want to play. I said I didn't want to do it.
All right, what do we got? What do we got?
Big ups Rick and Morty Santa. I think I
Fuck
wore
those
this
two.
on,
I don't know
on
what
another
that is.
Christmas episode. Regardless, tonight's
Great
beer,
program.
I'm going Santa baby. I'm going Santa baby.
Santa
Tonight's
baby.
beer is the Rogue 22 Santa's Private Reserve. Look at that boy right there. That says Honey Mama's on it, and I'm about to put this Honey Mama in my honey gullet.
You're gonna put that honey mama to rest.
This is a stout with natural tahini, tangerine, and chocolate flavors.
Tahini?
What the fuck's a tahini?
How did you get
6.5%.
tahini?
Let's see. I'm going to read you the description. We'll see if it
Does that
says.
taste like a Tanetian? Like what
Santa has always been convinced that all great confections come from the North
Fuck you.
Pole. So we reached out to our friends at Honey Mamas to help us show them otherwise. The Honey Mamas
Yeah.
crew whipped up some of their favorite tasty treats. We sent them up to Santa in a care package. Okay.
Or
Do
what,
you
a
guys
box
get
of Taninis?
It's safe to say that he feels a bit
Tahini.
differently now. For mere minutes after receiving the delivery,
know what
Santa was on
that
the phone
is?
with us, gushing about his delicious goodies, begging us to recreate this at his annual private reserve per his request. We teamed up with Honey Mamas to create this tahini, tangerine, and chocolate flavored stout. Santa's sure to love it. So are you.
Where's my phone? What's tahini?
Yeah, I want like we didn't need the whole
I
thing.
can put it
but
up
I
on
know
the
was like-
screen. instead
You
of-
read the whole
instead of you
thing
doing-
without. You read the whole thing without telling us what tahini means.
You breezed
and
right
that's what
past the word tahini. What if you're drinking
Twice.
something?
Hold
you
on.
shouldn't-
Hold on. I'm going to put
What
it
is
up on the
tahini?
screen.
Yeah, I mean a tahini could be dangerous. It could be
It's
sacrilegious.
a food. It's a Middle Eastern condiment made from toasted ground hulled sesame. Oh,
Ooh.
they whole sesame. It's a major ingredient in hummus, baba ganoush, and halva.
And it's a major ingredient in Honey Mama's 22 Santa's Private Reserve by Rogue Brewery. Commercial.
Done. All right, that's dope. Hey, I hope it's delicious.
Hey, me too.
One of the main questions on Google when you type up tahini is, why is tahini so fattening? So enjoy your beer, Big Trox, you fat fuck.
I hope you enjoyed chewing that beverage tonight.
Right as I said, man, this thing looks thick.
This is gonna
Oh, it is.
What's in the glass on your fork?
What's in the glass on your scale?
What wouldn't go through your strainer?
I'm okay with soft. I'm okay with big.
Okay,
and that's not just when he's talking about beers.
I'll tell you guys what I'm drinking.
Do you have a holiday? Oh,
fancy? I don't have a holiday thing, so maybe I should give the closer.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not a holiday boy. I've done this one before. It's good. I've been sick, so you know what I do when I'm sick is I go to the store and I buy a thing of beer.
Gas station beer.
No. I buy a thing of beer at the store, and then usually what I like to do is buy some white bread and some Kraft singles and make myself some grilled cheeses. I haven't made any yet, but I'm likely going to do one when we're done filming.
Don't you intend to make like an entire half a loaf of grilled cheese sandwiches?
Well, I have a whole loaf, so we'll see what happens over these next few days.
I want to follow up.
Keep us posted. We need a grilled cheese. Grilled cheese.
A grilled cheese
by
I need play-by-play live footage of your loaf.
Episode 125.
I'll film every grilled cheese that I make.
No, I just want like a time-lapse video of you eating all of them.
That's going to be so dark. I'm not going to be able to handle that. This beer this week is a Red Hook Brewery. It's a hazy Big Ballard Imperial IPA. Yeah, sure, you betcha.
I love how you said
it's amazing.
I love how you said you couldn't handle that. Not that you're worried about the audience. You're like, that would be too rough for me to see.
Yeah, no, if I'm going to watch myself eat that many grilled cheese sandwiches on a time lapse.
I also just want to illustrate that what brought you to that sentence was, you guys know how, which again we don't. You said, when I'm sick, I go buy a case of beer.
Yeah. I just go buy a case of beer when my last case of beer is empty.
Usually when I'm sick, I'm like, I should go get some like Dayquil, some emergency, maybe a Gatorade, some Theraflu. Cotton's like, I better get a 6-pack.
and white bread and Kraft American singles to make grilled cheese sandwiches. So
do you just have butter, or do you just go non-butter, or do you just microwave
butter? What do you have to have butter?
You have butter in the house always. You gotta have butter.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Microwave a grilled sandwich? You don't microwave a grilled cheese. That's not a. That's
you didn't mention butter. How are you gonna do? You sound like you're gonna try to dry toast some shit. Don't look at me. I'm listening to your fucking story of the worst sandwich ever times 7 in one evening. You fat fuck.
It does sound
nobody's
like
nobody's ever eaten a microwave grilled cheese sandwich, and if
I bet
your
blood's
crazy.
probably like cold applesauce. It's just fucking lumpy and gross and sweet. You fucking fuck. I hate you so much.
Jay, what are you drinking?
You're pre-diabetes blood ass motherfucker.
I'm saying, holy shit. You leftover like biscuits and gravy, fucking gravy. I hate you. All right. It is officially Christmas time at my house. So I decided to stay in the fucking season of the pumpkin. Woo!
Woo!
We have yet another from Four Peaks Brewing, the Pumpkin Porter. It was another trade I made online. I got like fucking 6 more on their way, you guys. I'm so excited. The season of the pumpkin will continue. All it says is autumnal, pumpkin pie, and gorgeous. That's all the text on the whole thing. What? Say it. Speak on it.
You don't bottom open bottles. What do you do for those to keep them pristine? Do you just take the caps off?
I'm not going to answer that.
Why not answer that on the bottle wall? Are there no?
It's the only way to open it. Like the first thing you said was you can't bottom open a bottle. That's so correct. So how the fuck else would I open up? Like, did you not? I had 327 on my wall in my garage that you walk by for the same amount of cigarettes in 1 day, and you didn't notice that none of them had the fucking lid on them? You fucking asshole.
They don't? That's what I'm asking, is that they don't.
No,
you don't put the cap back on there?
You can't
Guys,
because they bend.
This beverage
You're
segment has gone
bending.
very sideways.
Yeah,
you guys even
come
know we're
on,
still
dude.
in the
Do
beverage
you
segment?
bottom open the bottle? You're an
I was
asshole.
wondering about that, if that's a thing you could do.
No shit,
You
were
could have
wondering
looked
about it.
up.
I bet you there's stuff that cuts glass. Find me a tool that cuts glass. Why don't
But
you have
again,
that?
you do
You
that,
are-
and then
you are a
it
tool
pierces
that
in
cuts
there, and you cannot drink the beer.
Oh.
We've been doing this
Okay.
for so long, and it's like you're never here.
Oh, because I bet if you cut out the bottom of the beer bottle and then you try to pour it into a glass.
Didn't you
the
try to
glass-
ask me that 2 weeks ago? Do you just cut off the whole bottom of that so it fits in your shelf or some dumbass question? Remember that like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, you asked some dumb shit like that. Like you're getting worse. You
Fucking
are.
dumb as hell.
All
All right,
right.
well, guys,
I want to have
I
a
am
drink.
super effing thirsty,
All I
and I
wanted
just
to
want
know-
to say, I want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays to all the shitheads out there watching this, regardless of
Oh,
what
this
you
is only
celebrate.
a
Even if-
5.1. This is weak.
Even if you're not celebrating anything today, you can celebrate beer.
Celebrate
beverages
being here
in
on the
general.
show with us.
That's
We
true.
love you guys. Salud.
Merry Christmas.
Shitheads,
Here's the-
we love you.
here's
Last
the
show
big
of the
truck.
year.
Hey, careful, man! There's a beverage here, huh?
Here's the big truck getting fat off his beer.
The New Year's show. Oh man, that's chewy.
That's tahini right there, baby.
That's good. That's gooder than a biz.
I bet it is. I bet it is. One thing about
I
both
thought
of you
it's
guys,
great.
Sweet,
pumpkin
some
I've ever
sweet
had.
notes to it.
you both have a
Kinda
little bit
not
of
very
green, but I don't feel like you have as much green as me as far as a Christmas outfit is concerned. So I would just like to take this moment to say that I have the more consistent Christmas look than you guys do, while still being very close to my look. You know what I mean?
That's
So
fine.
like,
That's fine. Whatever
I'm
you want to
wearing a
say.
Santa shirt that says it's a wonderful time for a beer and a Santa hat. I look more Christmassy than you. I don't give a fuck what you say. You look
You don't
you
care.
look like the Hot Topic version of a Ninja Turtle. like a teenager with attitude. Like you got like the colors. Get the fuck out of here. No one
a
cares.
teenager with attitude. I have had this hat since I was a teenager. I think it was
Is
knitted by my homie's grandma.
His assessment is really, really good about
I
you.
think my homie's
See?
grandma knitted this hat back in the day, and then I was gifted it by the homie.
Good for
Shouts
you.
out.
Which
Shouts out,
homie?
Ben. I think it was Ben. I think Ben gave me this hat.
Well,
Ben doesn't exist.
I bet you
He's
Ben
nice-
missed that funeral.
Those are my friends.
Those are children.
Exactly. Oh my God, that
No,
was Ben's
Ben's-
grandma.
Ben's older than me. You're being
Where'd
silly.
you get that
What
hat?
else-
I made it for him. my friend.
And then
Listen,
you know
I've
what
already
Ben's-
brought.
You know what Ben's mom said?
I'm doing this for my son.
Yeah.
I just had
Yeah,
to.
that's true.
I wanted. Listen, guys, I need to jump in.
Go,
There's
go.
Take.
I have a development. I have a Toegate development that I want to talk
Jesus
about,
Christ, that's what we're doing.
guys. Okay.
What's
so
the development?
It
Well,
can't be.
what happened was when we played our show last.
Ah,
a week
I was
ago,
gonna, when you didn't
The
bring this
development-
up on the
the
live
development
show,
is
I was
J
like,
Dirty.
maybe when you didn't bring it up on the live show, I was like, okay, it healed up. He's fine. No long-term damage. He's clearly fine.
So we're
All right.
rapping. I forget what song we're doing, but you know, if
I've
anybody's
rewatched the
out
whole
there,
set and I can't see it. I've looked for this moment.
anybody that's out there that's seen us live, you know, we do a lot of crisscross zigzagging, and each one of us kind of moves to the front, and then we go side to side. It's our lame version of choreographed dancing.
We do a whole lot of back padding, so you know I'm behind you. I'm coming
Yes.
around you.
And
yeah.
I was turning to get out of the way.
At least
and Jay
I
was
do. I don't
coming
know
up
if you
to
guys
rap,
ever touch my back, but I like to do a lot of touching on stage.
And he's not a small man. He's
Who's
not a
this
small
again?
man.
Jay?
JDirty,
Okay,
Yeah,
he's the-
I know him. He's in your band.
not a small man. Steps with
large boy.
a
Take a look
fair
at large
amount of
boy.
force.
With the
Hold on.
size 16.
Take a look at large boy.
Size
There you go.
I'm glad that
16
was so close.
clomper. In the moment, in the mode of the show, jumping all over the
That's
stage.
true.
Puts almost all of his weight on that fucking toe.
148 pounds
Like
on one
just
toe. Can't
steps
imagine.
it just steps on it, and like I immediately
Could you
inside
imagine?
inside my brain, I'm just like,
No.
oh, fuck. But I'm like, we're probably 7 minute into a 15-minute set. So I'm like, I gotta get through this next 8 minutes real quick.
You know what's funny is neither of us noticed this on stage.
No. And
I had zero clue
you pulled this off tremendously. Like you pulled this off so well. Because I had no idea until you said after the fact. And then even later on in the night, it didn't appear to be that big of a deal to you because you weren't like bringing it up consistently. Could have been the amount of alcohol.
On Wednesday, I was pretty drunk, so maybe he was showing it like a lot, and I just didn't catch on.
Could have been.
So, when I took my sock off, finally, the whole thing is just like red, swollen, not looking good, and.
Replace this with condom, and this is like high school all over again.
All over again. And so now, for the past couple days, I've got the sock back on. Okay.
We've seen socks.
That's a sock. It's back on. Okay. But what I'm doing is I'm stuffing some cotton in there. Big ups to
my this is the time you're doing. I thought it was the new year. You guys are going to talk about this. Jesus Christ. All right, y'all. They got drunk at my house. They talked about what stuffing cotton means, and it's exactly what you're thinking. It's fucking. The cotton, the whole stocking.
What is it? You're gonna eat up that old man?
Go ahead.
You're gonna eat up the poor old man.
No. So
this is gonna be what gets you guys to be the weird siblings.
So basically, all I'm trying to say is it never got healed. Now it hurts worse. I think at this point, I'd like to attribute the majority of the way that I'm feeling to Jay. And because of that.
You said you ate a lot of junk food and drank too much at my house. You went home and shit your brains out and felt like shit. You can't walk because of me. You know what? April 12th at the Sunshine Theater with Blaze and ABK. Maybe it's just a solo JDirty set. If you don't want to be on stage with me because I ruined your goddamn life, Trox, I'm sorry, but you know what? We started this grub option. This is the thing.
Shit.
Fuck 12, boy. Keep it that way.
The only thing that I would respond to that with, by the way, JDirty responds on YouTube. The only thing that I would say back to that is all of those things that I told you, those were all choices that I made because I'm a big boy and I'm a grown up and I'm the one that said, I'm going to eat all of these donuts that Cotton touched because he touched them and I don't want them to go to waste. So I'm going to eat 9 donuts after Cotton
I considered having a segment called The Do's and the Donuts of to your friend's house. And I said, nah, I'll let it ride. But if we want to get into grubby hands over here,
dude, you are so exaggerative. It's crazy.
Explain it to the fucking shitheads how exaggerated I am. You can start at the top. I don't mind.
Go off, Red.
I can mute myself.
We get to JDirty's house, right? This is upon entering JDirty's house. On the counter of JDirty's house, where in some counters people sit sometimes, other counters they don't. But some counters
nobody sits on your fucking friends' counters ever. That's not a thing.
Disagreed. But
outside of a trailer or a meth house where you and your fucking young ass never mind friend
sometimes you sit on counters, depending on the counter. Sometimes you sit on counters. But there was on JDirty's counter was a container of mini muffins. Those little crunch, none
of what you're saying is even accurate.
No, they were donuts.
We haven't even talked about donuts.
I switched to donuts. I said muffins because I was just saying mini, and that it was where it took me automatically. Okay, there were mini donuts. They were the little crunch kind that had the stuff on them. They were delicious, right? So your boy, when he gets there, he sees them, and this is me. I'm talking about in the third person. I see these donuts. And I open up the container and I'm like, oh, cool, a donut. And it's the type of container that's big and plastic where you can reach in and touch one donut and grab that one donut and take it out and then close the container. Therefore, only ever contaminating the one donut that you grab, right? And then I eat that. And then JDirty says, did you just do that without washing your hands? And I was like, well, yes, I have washed my hands recently, but I didn't just wash them before.
I washed my hands on Thursday. I don't know why.
Exactly. No problem. Exactly. You said it before I got on the flight.
No, not before. I must have said after.
It doesn't even matter. You were at the. Are you done? I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry. Keep telling.
No, but then I ate one of those donuts, and you looked at me like I committed cardinal sin, like I was like a bad boy, like I had done a terrible thing, and that I had just now destroyed this case of donuts. And my argument to you is, if I only touch one donut of which I eat, then I only give myself the potential to get sick if there's something on my hands. So your logic is flawed, JDirty, and I don't understand where you're coming from in calling me grubby hands. I would like to.
All right. So for one, you sound like a child. You sound like you do like a little kid who's just like, no. I don't care about rules when I walk into an establishment. I don't care about structure. And who has and like say at an elementary school, if the kids are not following structure, who do they go to when they're in trouble?
Mom.
No, at the school. Who's in charge? Exactly. It's all about the principal.
My mom was in charge at my school.
The point here is
I thought you meant in terms of family.
No. The principle of this situation, my friend, is what I'm talking about. So they weren't just on the counter as old donuts. I stopped at a grocery store to buy beer for us and some food, and I got some donuts as well. You know, thought, hey, my children will want something. And I bring them in. That you saw them on the car seat in the car, and you were eyeballing them with your fucking nasty face. And then he's like, hey, don't forget those donuts. You know, and I was like, oh, yeah, you can have a donut.
Bring those donuts in.
You can have some donuts. I don't care. But just wash your hands.
You didn't say that.
Bullshit, I didn't say that. I said
his entire rap career is based on that sentence.
I was going to say Trox. I said, just wash your hands.
Come on.
And you're like, okay. And I said, and don't sit on my counter. And you're like, oh, that was a problem? So you helped me bring shit in. You put shit down. And within 30 seconds, you're munching on a donut. I'm like, I don't think you even had time to do a fucking happy birthday song in your head. No fucking way you did it with soap and water. And you're like, well, I didn't. I'm like, come on, bro. And then right after that, you jumped up on the counter. I was ready to send your ass back to Seattle. I just didn't know all your words, so I had to keep it.
But question
we didn't have
being,
time to
and
change
let me
the
ask you, let's talk logically. If you reach into a thing and only touch one donut, one cookie, one piece of bread, and don't touch anything else, how is that contaminating the rest of the food?
So I return the scenario. You know for a fact I just jerked off, nutted all over my own hand. It got all over the place.
I know that for a fact.
I told you, because that's what the airport.
I watched you do it.
No, but I told you. I informed you truthfully of where
that's
what
the
I just did.
airport is to me.
Yes, that's what the airport is to me. That's what public shit is to me.
Sure.
The airport subway system, all that's disgusting.
All that is
like
jizz filled, jizz covered.
Absolutely. And then
Sure.
I go to your house and without washing my hands, I'm like, I open your donut thing and I just grab one. You're like, oh, nut fingers are fine. No, you're gonna be like, dude, there was just fucking nut on your hands, and now you're.
I gotta say, I disagree. Because if you just grabbed your one donut and ate it,
really,
I would be like, hey, I would be like, hey, you just ate your own nut. I'm not eating it because you didn't touch my other donut.
But now the fucking handle to the fucking thing's got your fucking DIA nut germs on it. You didn't just touch a donut. You grabbed both things and you smushed your germs into both sides of the plastic. It's not just a donut. You act like that. You didn't twinkle your nose and it popped open and a donut was just perked up at you. That's not what happened.
I mean, listen,
that'd be pretty cool.
Just because you're a fairy doesn't mean that shit happened. No.
I appreciate you calling this me being gross, but there is just a little bit of mental illness on your side of this, and that's
there's a lot of it, but there's still you're not to blame here. Like if you just washed your hands, we wouldn't even be talking.
I would like to reference an exhibit X to the Z
A.
Of the time when I was over at JDirty's house at the home of the Free Studio. Big ups to Florence.
Yeah, this is 3 homes. My first house.
3 homes ago.
This is 15 years ago. Go ahead.
At least. And you know what I'm going to say right now.
Oh, yeah. I don't even get that flavor of cereal anymore.
I used to go over to the studio like 5 nights a week.
You were my brother, and you lived across the fucking street pretty much. You lived there. You had free access to the whole anything.
like he said, I basically lived there. I would go over there when he wasn't even
And
there.
vice versa.
He doesn't
Yeah.
know why, but I was there. I was at his house when he wasn't there.
And any
I went
speculation
in.
of why I was doing that at your house is not
He was
true.
jerking off
That
on
was
your
n-
donuts.
That was not
I
me.
jerked off
Oh.
on every one of those
He
donuts.
jizzed on
I gotta-
every single one of your donuts for years.
But he only
and you're
touched
yelling
the
at me?
donuts he jizzed on, so it's fine. Shut the fuck
And
up.
that's fine. If he
No,
took all
no,
the jizz
Cotton,
donuts,
The story I'm going to tell is I used to all the time, we'd be in the studio and working on music, and I would go up the stairs. I remember this very vividly. There was
Me
a
too.
little snack pantry at the top of the stairs on the way out of the studio. So you go up the stairs, right there's a little snack pantry. I would go up there all the fucking time and get
Free
granola
reign.
bars.
Trox,
Oh man.
get anything you want. You want to make
Yeah,
a Sammy?
and-
You want to cook some pizza? Anything you want.
And I would
My house is
I would
your
have
house.
a
You're my
Tostinos.
brother.
I would make some nachos.
As
I
long
would
as
go
you're
get myself
clean,
a granola bar.
just pour yourself a little bit, a little blizzard.
I come down one time and I got a handful of cereal in my hand, and I'm just popping some dry cereal. And Jay looks at me and he's like, "Where'd that come from?" It's like, there was a box of cereal. What cereal was it? I think it was Strawberry Special K or something, if I'm not
No,
mistaken.
dude, you're close. It was strawberry honeycombs. As
Strawberry
weird as this is, I
that sounds
remember it so
good.
vividly.
That sounds so good.
I
Okay.
wouldn't eat them today, but back then they were so amazing.
And I'm just like popping them in my
sounds
mouth. And he's like, "Where'd you get those?" And I was like, "There was a box upstairs." And he's like, "Well, how'd you get them out of the box?" I said, "I reached in and took the cereal out." And he goes, "You got to take that box home now."
Yeah, it was his box instantly. Like that's
I-
you're not allowed to do that.
Bro, he legitimately made me take
Okay.
the cereal box
Okay.
home.
This was 15
And-
years ago.
And,
Yo,
and
yo,
this
yo,
is
yo,
like
yo.
this is before the OCD got real bad. So like this is
Yo.
and I'm like basically living in his house. I'm
But
his
let me-
full-time engineer, hype man,
What's
best
your
friend.
next thing?
Engineer, hype man, best friend. Let me tell you, with cereal, that makes a little bit more sense because when you reach into a box of cereal, you're touching more than just the cereal that you're grabbing. If you reach into a package
anything
of
I
mini
touched, I
donuts,
pulled out. Anything
That's
I touched, I
crazy
pulled
talk.
out. So
You can't do
I'm-
that. You can't have
You're
that type
both-
of management
You're both
reaching
right.
into a box
I see
of
what
cereal.
you're saying, Cotton, and I agree. That is a valid point, but it's still the same gross point. Like you don't reach it.
Yeah,
like,
it's
it's
gross.
just disrespectful. That's
I
all I'm saying.
also
You
did-
disrespected my donuts
I did
and
jizz
my children
in the cereal.
because I wouldn't let my kids have any. You guys left.
I
them.
know, because the
That
next
had
morning
20 donuts left in there, and I threw all of them in the trash. I was like, "Fuck
Jay-
this shit."
one of the
Cotton,
J
you better-
Dirty children comes upstairs and is like, "Hey, can I have one of those donuts?" And you pointed at me while I'm sitting down eating breakfast and said, "I wouldn't, because Mr. Grubby Fingers put his grubby hands in the thing of donuts last night." And J Dirty children looked at me like I was a monster.
Because
Yeah.
they're being raised right. Like they have respect. They would never
They're
not
being
wash their
ra-
hands and
I'm
eat
giving
food
them
at
mental
someone else's
illness
house.
now.
That's
They're
why
just-
you always wash your hands.
I'm sorry,
Jay
but I
Walter
don't
Weatherman
think that
knows.
them having that what do you call it, attribute or whatever, is a bad thing. They are clean. You were disgusted. Your parents wait till your mom's on the show. That bitch fucked up because maybe you should respect germs more.
You
Okay.
can say that again.
Amen.
No,
Which
listen.
part? The third?
Oh, that was
germs
a
are
good, that
fine.
was-
I'm doing good on germs.
yeah,
Anyway,
you sound like you are.
I was gonna if
sick
there
as
was an
fuck right
extra
now.
week in between the show.
Germs are
and this-
fine. I don't get any
Germ-
germs from that.
Yeah.
I
fucking
don't have
donut.
the problem, germs.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm so sick. It's Shay's
Fuck me.
fault that I ate the cum donuts.
Fuck that Shay. Go
What I'm trying to
ahead.
say is I forgot, but I appreciate you guys coming out. It
Listen,
was a lot of fun.
Hey,
Um,
I'm sorry
all-
about the donuts.
The only
I
way
did-
that we got there was that I was telling you that it's not your fault that I ate too much shit and it made me feel bad. That's my fault because my
And-
body doesn't recognize sugar anymore. And anytime I eat sugar, my body's like, "Oh, you're gonna hurt for 2 days." Just
well,
so
you were
you know.
funny because after we ate like 2 pizzas and drank a fucking
I know.
24 pack, you were like, "Can I have some of that candy?" And I'm like,
I know.
thought you don't eat sugar." You're like, "I already
Bro.
gave up. I'm done."
Yeah.
And you're just like piling fucking chocolate. I'm like,
we ate
Bro,
I'm watching
Snickers
you
and
like,
Reese's
do your
cups.
thing, bro. I don't give a fuck.
That
I'm
first
like,
night, I ate I split a pizza with Cotton, and then the three of us split 2 more pizzas. So if you look at it that way, that's 2 full pizzas that I ate. Then I had at least 12 Bud Lights, maybe 15, because we were just
counting. And you drank a couple of pumpkin good ones too.
I had a couple of the pumpkin good ones. Those are like 400 calories a piece. And then after all that, I was like,
most
hey,
of those Bud Lights after I fell asleep too.
I'm going to eat that Snickers bar. I housed a Snickers bar. And immediately after I ate that, I was like, I'm also going to eat those Reese's peanut butter cups.
You totally did.
And then I woke up the next day and I was like, I feel like I'm going to die.
I'm totally going to die. Oh my God.
No,
so the moral of the story is those are all my mistakes. And I'm a grown up and I made those mistakes. And I'm not going to be eating Snickers bars for a little while.
It was absolutely a blast. And I think I want to take this moment right now to say that I feel like Big Dirty Cotton is going to be very hyped up to play another show here in a few more months and go through all of these crazy shenanigans again. We're going to eat pizza. We're going to drink beer. We're going to sit on JDirty's counter. We're going to do all of these things.
We're going to eat we're reaching into his snacks and we're
reaching into his donuts and we're throwing them at the wall.
I guarantee you, if you ever get on my fucking counter again, I'm going to punch you. And that's no cap, on God, for reals, no
Can
joshing,
I tell you, it's
whatever
so
you say.
difficult. I just want to be honest with you, and that when I'm standing next to a counter or in front of a counter and it's hip level, it's difficult for me to
every
not sit on
counter's
it.
hip level. Stop getting on people's counters. What the fuck does that mean?
It's hard to not sit on the counter, and I would like to. I would like to know. I would like to know if there's other people out there that are very comfortable sitting on counters and that think that it's strange and people don't want them.
Big Trox, does Mayhem is Mayhem cool with this fucking guy just sitting on your counters? You want his nasty?
I don't think they have counters conducive for sitting.
Oh, you don't. Oh, their counters are what, shoulder length counters? They don't. Have
but just to say that there's like cabinets or things in the way that you can't really get like a good sit on them. You have a nice counter for sitting.
It's very
I will tell you, Jay, when I lived with my sister at my last place.
Oh, we sat on that counter all the time.
That would be like a regular occurrence for us. The two of us would both sit on the kitchen counter and talk.
Yeah.
And like we would hang out there like all night. We'd have a beverage and I'd pop up on one part of the counter, she'd do the other one, and we'd just sit and talk.
Breakfast club. Like
but it was also my house. I didn't have a lot of seating options.
Well, but I think
the only other person that lived there was there.
And if you're okay with your fucking homie's nasty, like, why would I want his ass that was just on a plane where I prepped food if I don't want his fingers in my donuts?
Do you prep your food on the actual counter, or do you use a cutting board or a plate? What are you talking about? Like you just put raw food on the counter?
I can do what I want on my counter, and what I want is to keep you off of my counter.
But you use a cutting board, don't you? You do, motherfucker.
When cutting meat, but I will prepare sandwiches on there. I clean that shit with alcohol every other day, dog.
You put sandwiches on the raw counter? See, I would never do that.
It's not a raw counter. When you clean something, it's not raw. You should learn that in the bedroom, you fucking sick bitch. I heard about that fucking wart. I know I said I wouldn't bring it up, but that's not my fault. You got me riled up. All right?
Listen,
we
guys,
should probably play a song.
You sick bitch.
All I'm saying.
Talk in your sleep, all right?
Is this?
I'm sure I do.
You just kept saying 20 years. It's not bad, and I'm like, God, what is he? He's planning.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, all I want to say is my Toegate update really went well, and that's what got us. Okay?
I don't even know
talking
where
about
we
my
are.
toe. We started talking about my toe, and now we're here.
Big Trox has a bad toe, and now we can't sit on JDirty counters anymore.
We're gonna be talking about this toe until it's no longer on my foot.
In the car ride home, I said, "Don't get on my fucking counter." I literally,
I know, and honestly, and when I did it,
stop making me seem like a dick because I should expect this.
You're not.
You're a child.
You're not because
I am your
in
principal.
the moment. I do want to say real quick because the three of us were standing.
Come on, bro! What is your name?
There was pizza that was being made in the oven. You had already said, "Don't sit on my counter this time, motherfucker," because I had done it last time.
I had to pre-warn you like a
"Don't
child.
do it." And I was just standing there, happy, talking to you, like just enjoying myself. It was like, oh, let me pop up, and I did it like so, like joyfully and jauntily, and you were so mad immediately. You were like, I said don't get on the fucking and I was like, I'm so sorry. And I immediately got off. Like it wasn't like I hung out.
You probably did, you sick bitch.
I got off on that too. Immediately.
You got off, you're like a contrarian, man. You're like a child who just has to break the rules. You're
it
always
really was not that. It felt like the right thing to do in the moment because of all of my history of jumping on counters. It has nothing. I don't have a disrespect of your counter.
And then I told you, hey, why don't you try one of the bar stools sitting right there?
That's
and you go,
true.
wow, this is nice. As if I was educating you on new fucking furniture.
You do have very comfortable bar stools. I do want to say.
You know how OCD I am. You should have seen. We looked for bar stools for 3 months, dog. Like, yes, they're strategically good.
They're very comfortable. I like them.
Yeah, they're way better than my countertop and durable.
Listen, JDirty, I just want to say
I don't make sandwiches on my bar stool.
I apologize about that, and I really appreciate you hosting.
But you're like a child because don't tell me you're sorry. Show me with your actions. Stop doing
I will.
it. And that's how
I'm not gonna sit on your counter anymore. I promise.
I'm gonna have gloves for you when you come over next time.
if I sit on your counter and you give me one good body shot, just fucking...
No, I just told you, episode 124. If you sit on my counters, I'm punching you in the face, in the glasses on purpose.
It's the face on the glasses?
Yes, I already said. I didn't say
yes.
the part earlier, but your face will be wearing them unless you like.
I'm nervous now because I don't know that I'm gonna remember this.
Well here's the deal, man. I will.
and here's the thing: if we go back for this, you're probably going to be staying at JDirty's alone. So I'm not even going to be there to back him up.
No, he's going to have to do the hotel, the cigarette.
I'm gonna go get my own hotel room. I'm too scared now. He's gonna beat me up in my sleep.
No, I'm not gonna beat you up. It's just right to the face one time, and it's like punishment. We're not in a fight. I'm not gonna be beefing with you after.
If your glasses break into your eye socket, I'm sorry. Do the show like that.
I would be wise and bring 2 pairs of glasses.
Good advice.
How about 2 pairs of eyes?
I don't give a fuck, man. The way you do the alphabet's on you.
All right. You guys want to hear some
What are we
music?
listening to?
Tonight's song, Cotton picked track number 7.
I love you,
track
JDirty.
number 7 just so happened to be the final song from the song is called Countersitter, and it is about getting punched in the fucking glass.
We should write a song called Countersitter.
I'm kind of all about this all of a sudden, making it
Countersitter, and it sounds like counterfeiter, right? I mean, we're on our
way.
One of you could do like a whole thing about how you don't trust babysitters, and then I could be about how I hate you getting on my counter.
I'm going to try to make sure that I never sit on your counter again, but I'm not going to stop sitting on counters because of this conversation. That's not going to stop.
I want you to know anybody whose counter you sit on feels how I feel. It's gross and disrespectful. You're not some small child. Stop putting your ass on people's counters. People don't like you. Trox, what do we got? What's track 7?
He said people don't like you. This is the final track on the scrub tape. JDirty, as soon as this song came up as number 7, I immediately started singing a repetitive line in my head over and over again that I think of every time I hear this song. And that is a line that was sung by one, I don't know what her name is. Yep, your kid's sister. We'll call her that. Nicki Minaj.
Lexi Minaj.
Yes. You know what the song is called?
I'm trying. It's not Real Life because that's the other one. I cannot remember what I call it.
This song is called Until Next Time.
Until next time. God damn it. This is the final track on the tape, like you said. Our longest release ever. This is track something like 18 or something, right?
18.
20.
Yeah.
I was gonna say there's a fuck ton of tracks on this. This goes down as the first time my parents called me and they were like, "Wait a minute, are you guys? Did you pull the goalie? Are you guys trying to have a baby? You actually rapped about wanting to be a dad." I was like, "Well, that's the progression, yes. But it's dope. It's kind of a more serious. It's not an alcoholic jam. It's not a party jam. It's a serious song, but it's dope as fuck. And yeah, I like this song a lot. And yeah, I think that's all I got. It's dope.
I can't wait to introduce one where you're like, I hate this shit. Play it anyways, I guess.
There are some. Oh well, I mean, we've played Murder for Fun, haven't we?
No.
Oh yeah, I hate that shit. Have we played Misidentified?
Never.
Because
I
I
removed
hate
it from
that
the
shit.
playlist.
See, you're right. See, this is working. Check out Until Next Time, Scrub Tape. It's everywhere you stream music, but listen to it right here. We'll be right back for some dope-ass Christmas videos. We love you. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the Scrub Tape right here. I just want to say thank you to everybody that helped put this record together. All you cats that came through on the beats and everybody that spit some 16s for the record, man. Every one of you is the fucking bomb. This is the JDirty Scrub Hop movement, y'all. Check it out. So it's the end of the record and it's time to show emotion. I'm going to talk about my life with too much devotion. No secret answer, no special potion. I wash my hands so many times a day, I use a lot of lotion. I'm just sitting on my couch and I'm feeling the blues because I'm watching real sadness on the evening news. And if you listen to my words, you gon' catch a few clues. Biggest concern is the color of my new shoes. Yes, it is important, little punk, get it right, cause the choice of the day is the orange and the white. Yeah, why exactly am I telling you about my clothes? And I take a Claritin a day to prevent my runny nose. I have a real job, I have real bills. Shocks even me, but I have real skills. If you have a friend that can't stop popping pills, tell her JDirty.com is fresh on the reel. And I used to make tracks about topics that were fake. At the time I wrote them down, I really thought that they were great. I think every rapper does, cause it is our fate. And if it's real, yo, I hope to make it into the pearly gates. But I can't tell you that, I'll keep my fingers crossed. I'm just living for the day, so my life ain't a loss. What's up, summer? Fuck windshield frost. If you got a beer, then hell yeah, I'm down to get sauce. And I'm drinking Key Lights cause they're good and affordable. Man, I heard your album and your rhymes are adorable. Make your own title, get a chick to sing, because I'm JDirty, aka the Scrub Hop King. I live my life to be good to my wife, and the truth is without a wife I'd have no life. We work well together, she's good where I am bad, and one day our kids will call her mom and me dad. And that day will be the bomb. Just think of the Welcome to the World tribute song. However, right now as I get ready to rap, you're not yet on your way, yo, and honestly that's pretty whack. The truth is I just can't wait to meet you. I wanna show you right and wrong, I wanna teach you all about who you are, let you know every day how special you are. And I promise me and your mama gonna do all we can. Every baseball game we will be your biggest fan. If God decides to bring me a girl, I will never miss recital, I will never miss a twirl. 5950, homie, never ever can go. Don't hate the player, nah, I hate the Nintendo. I had to give it up after 64. I was done sitting close to my TV on the floor. It was only just messing with my brain and messing with my goal of just staying sane. And there's none to relieve, so I don't rap about pain. And I'm still pretty young and I have so much to gain. You run your mouth on Twitter twat, you know you tweet too tough. You rob a bank and go to jail, yeah, now who's getting stuck up? Thing about karma, get what you deserve. If you mess with my family, then you're biting on the curb. You're gonna make me rich the way you always pass the buck. My mind is like quicksand, try not to get stuck. I have to say the things listeners are awestruck. I'll say it again because I just don't give a... No, I'm not the guy to sit and talk politics, and it's cliche to say, but I just don't give a shit. Yeah, to me that is no concern, and it's ignorant to say, but I don't care to learn. On show night, the bar is where you find my fans, and one day I hope to see you chilling in the stands. If that only one person clapping their hands, then believe I'm on stage feeling like the fucking man. And it would be a lie to say I go around choking necks. That's what every rapper does, talking shit like who's next. Man, sounding like your lips are dry, grab yourself some CarMax. Raps use a quick shine, grab yourself some Tarn. And my real life is boring, it's enough to make you yawn. I never thought my favorite thing would ever be my lawn. Yes, I got all the OG tats on my arm, and I still rock my shorts and my motherfucking charm. Now the Juggalo name is straight tarnished, going through a change and it's leaving me astonished. Kids are really going out and doing the crimes, and they blame it on the music as I sit home and cry. That's the problem today, yeah, well most of them are young. They don't claim responsibility, they just pack guns. We can help change the world if we can start with one. And your homework, show a kid how to have safe fun. What happened to the thing that got me here? Yeah, inside of your head goes with my fake career. Let's all go for a drive and not stop anywhere. I'ma let go the wheel and I'll let you steer. And my music is like movies and it's all entertainment. Don't do dumb shit and just sit back and blame it. Why not? Cause that's the move of a punk. How you gonna get influenced by some words coming out your trunk? And even if it's two, my songs you're bumping. Stop being negative, go get a girl and start humping. Life is too short, be good to your fam, be good to your crew and everyone that shakes your hand. And it's important every day to find something makes you smile, and your legacy will never die like the rat in 3 Mile. Hope to never again state my case on trial, and I'll see you all soon cause I plan to be around for a while. I ain't going any motherfucking where, y'all. JDirty. You know I started the Scrub Hop mix. The Scrub Tape. Motherfucking Scrub Tape.
Don't blame it. I love it, so claim it.
This can't go well.
Well, first two people made it just fine.
Come on, let me help. Oh shit! Oh, hey, she's gone. But in fairness, she just like leaned into it. She didn't even jump.
Nope, and she's still look at that. She's still going.
Gone. Oh shit!
She's washed away.
He knows where to cut her off at the pass. That's for sure.
Got her out. Look at that.
Whoa!
Got her out at the end.
I mean,
look at that.
First date or married, because there's a whole different outcome depending on which one of those is going on.
For real.
Or
first date is still a hero.
Is that some initiation shit in that country? You know what I mean? Like that's like it's always the raging like River Street. You know what I mean? That could be possible. You don't know. Do you know where that was?
Hey, baby, we're going on a first date. You know where I want to take you. Where the river flows wild. Let's go.
Goddamn right.
I have literally been saying it for years.
I love that one. That was fun. Let's see. I got lots of different options tonight. I want to start with this one. This is like a DoorDash. So this is somebody who does Cotton's job of DoorDash and rolling up on the place, trying to communicate with the person that made the order, and that's all I'm going to say. Check this out.
Are you supposed to pay me? I paid you the app. This is not saying anything about payment. Already paid. It says zero. It says that you left nothing. It's probably the tip. Yeah. I didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
Can I have my food? Yeah, okay.
Mommy! She just threw the food on the ground! Why? Because I didn't tip! Yes!
Okay, so did you guys follow what just happened there?
I didn't until the end, and now I very much do. So she was like, did I miss something? Yeah, you go, you go, Cotton.
No, so what she said when she got up there was, did you not pay me yet? Because clearly she could see on there that she had not received a tip. Because for these orders, you receive a very small base pay, most of which you get paid as tips on any of these delivery jobs, food service jobs in general. This is how you make your living. Is right. Off of tip. We all know everyone in this country knows this. We're adults in America, so we all know this.
Correct.
So when you're an adult in America, you know this, and then when someone delivers your food and they're looking at it and they're saying, it doesn't look like I've received anything here, and they're saying, no, I didn't do that. I think then the correct response is to throw their food into their bushes and say, go get it then, bitch. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, what do I need to do any extra thing for you for? I brought it all the way to your bushes. This is good enough.
I just went to the restaurant, picked up your dinner, brought it to your family, and you decided not to compensate me. Like, you have to go out of your way to not tip on those services. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because on those services,
you have to,
when you put in an
extra, you have the option not to tip.
No, so you do have the option, but when you put in the order, it sets you up to do an automatic tip of like 15 or 20%. So like it has you set to already tip.
Because that's
on
what
any of these.
That's
on
what
any
is,
of these,
but right under it, there's a little click button that I can
button that you can press.
You can say custom tip. You can say custom tip and then type in zero.
What that button should say is leave my food in the bushes. That's what it should say. It shouldn't say no tip. It should say leave my food outside.
Is normal?
Yes.
Yeah.
For everything.
If I'm ordering delivery, it's like I'm giving at least $5 to $10 minimum on a delivery order.
I mean, we've talked about. The only thing that I don't tip 20% on.
Dude, you're paying somebody to use their vehicle, go to a place, pick up your food, like brave the weather or the conditions or the traffic, whatever.
Sure.
If you don't pay that person a tip, you are a fucking asshole. Like 100%. Straight up.
100%.
Well, I don't pay that person a tip because I don't use that service.
You don't order those.
I know. That's why you're looking at us like you have this concept is completely.
I believe that it's wrong to not tip that person. Absolutely, but it's not if they give the option to not tip them. I guess you every now and again
Well,
run
but
into
you
that
have-
person, but you can't throw their
you
food
have-
out. You're not going to get fired. That girl's not going to get in trouble for tossing
Nah.
the food.
Maybe.
Well,
I
You
doubt
mean,
it.
nah, you can't just act like that.
He's on a ring camera, and I will say that I've taken many orders.
Well, and
in
it
my
said
life that
her
I have
name
not
on the
been
order.
tipped.
Like, there's proof she picked up the food.
Sure.
They take a picture of how it landed.
Sure.
I mean,
And I will say, I'll
She
be
takes
honest.
a picture
and
of the bushes.
I've taken many orders in my life that I have not been tipped on, and I have never at any point in time, given.
have you
anybody any
even ever
grief
been
with
like, hey,
food.
what the fuck, asshole?
No, and even in times where I should have been like, so nothing here. Like I could have said something like as polite as that, but no, I don't even do that because I just assume the person that's not tipping that their life is not going good already. So like I'm
Fuck them.
I'm not gonna.
One time, then they should walk to the fucking restaurant.
Tell your story on the greatest tip
Do it.
you've ever received from somebody whose life wasn't going.
Yeah,
well.
exactly. That's
Go
exactly
ahead.
where my mind went. So back in my pizza delivery days, so
I love
about
this.
15 years ago, I want to say 15,
Sure.
16 years ago, somewhere in that neighborhood.
You're just a
Maybe a
young
little
buck.
longer. I was a young kid. I was
A
21, I
young
think,
snapper whipper.
when this happened. So I was delivering pizzas on the regular, and
Certainly.
I was in downtown Denver, and I got an
As one
order
would be.
to a very well-known basketball player's.
Let's drop the name. We're not
resident.
gonna not drop the name.
He thinks he owned the establishment of which the pizza was coming from. Let's just put it that way.
Mhm. Initials are CA, and he played in Denver for a long time. And
He
CA
ordered a pizza
in
from
Denver.
Anthony's.
Yes.
pizza.
Anthony's Pizza.
It was Carmelo Anthony. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Carmelo
doesn't
Anthony
live here
ordered a
anymore.
pizza. Go ahead.
Timestamp. No, so
We're not timestamping that.
I see. Okay, so I see that it's his order, and I'm like, that's fucking.
It
cool,
says
man.
Carmelo A. Yeah.
Yeah.
On the ticket.
No, and I'm like, yeah. I'm like,
He
this
was
is
a
fucking
rookie.
cool.
It's like Carmelo Anthony, number 23.
No, at this point he was
was
right
right forward
huge.
back.
He
Yeah, no,
was
I'm
like-
kidding. I know.
He was a few
was
seasons
like-
deep on the Nuggets, and like
And
He
he
was
was
so
one of the-
huge that I have a great reason at the end of this story. Trox, continue.
He was one of the biggest players in the NBA, not just
the
on the
He
Nuggets,
was
in the NBA,
Denver.
like,
Oh, exactly. He was Mr. Denver at the time.
Yes, 100%.
and so I'm thinking like fucking jackpot. This is
He's
great.
gonna give me a tip of a signed jersey and
right, and it
maybe,
was
a,
like it was
maybe
a
a little bit of the
tip.
trim from the hot tub.
Yeah.
pretty expensive order too, if I remember correctly. Like $40 or whatever. Not super expensive, especially when you have fucking millionaire NBA money.
Yeah, big time.
I would have bought your
This
whole restaurant.
situation, when I get to this apartment, you got to ride up in an elevator with an elevator attendant because there's no funny business. So I ride up with an elevator attendant, opens to a penthouse. And like I walk into this fucking penthouse, and it is a gigantic poster, like wall-to-wall poster framed of that Michael Jordan image where he's
Oh yeah,
like
with his
fucking
arms
wingspan
extended.
out.
Yeah.
With the basketball in one hand, you know what I'm saying? And
In
it's
both
that
hands.
picture. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is so fucking cool. Homie comes up, hands me a wad of cash. Thanks a lot.
It was actually Carmelo Anthony.
Yes.
Yep.
Hands me a wad of
I
cash.
know. I'm asking as if I don't know. Who
Yes,
was
like,
it that came up?
Thank you so much. Exactly. It was exactly.
He's not
Fucking,
going to
why
say
are you
it.
doing this? Why are you doing this to me?
I'm trying to extend the
He's not
story.
gonna, he's not going to use the words, but we all get it.
Hands me a stack of cash. I hand him the pizzas, and I get back in the elevator. I'm like, that was fucking cool, man.
And he
That's-
was like,
that's
yo,
awesome.
yo, homeboy, keep the change.
Yes, he did say keep the change. He said keep the change.
Those words
I get-
exactly, right? Like a
I
quote.
put the money
Okay.
directly in my front right pocket, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna get in the car. I'm not gonna be counting the money in the elevator in front of the
What are
elevator
you-
attendant.
What are you, Rob Schneider in Home Alone 2? Come on. Let's go.
Yeah. So I
Don't
get down to
count
my
your
car,
Tips in the
count
lobby.
through it. This motherfucker rounded up.
Yep.
He
Not
gave
on the
me-
100.
no to the dollar. The keep
So it
the
was like a
change that he gave me.
86
It was,
cents.
I think it was like
Keep
80
the
cents.
Change, and it was change.
It
Not
was
even
like
a dollar
80 cents. It was not a tip. It was literally, you can have my change. At this point, this motherfucker's living in like a multi-million-dollar penthouse. One of the biggest players in the NBA.
It's like if you and I give our cold fries to a homeless person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Like,
I mean,
this is shit.
no, because that's still more generous. Like,
that's probably true. Okay, you're right.
You know
you're
what,
right. I'm
you know
better
what's
for
so
what I'm
crazy? What's so crazy about that is Homeboy could have let a 20 go that would have been nothing to him. And even on something like that,
and
you would have been like,
your night, and you would have been
you would
such
have
an
been
Uber
like, this
fan.
is generous as fuck. Like, I'm so hyped off this $20
a 5, a 10, like
a 5 would have been dope. A five would have been like,
fresh. All right, hey, I'm copping a couple tall boys.
Like
on
a
the way
20
home
would have been like, let's go, we're partying.
The irony here, Cotton, that I thought was so funny is I think this was my thought, but someone else may have come up with it. At the time, there was a bar, a candy bar, in every goddamn grocery store you would find called the Mellow Bar. And it was like $1. So he didn't even get enough of a tip to buy a Carmelo Anthony candy bar had he gone to the grocery store to support Carmelo Anthony. And and those bars were everywhere you went. And every time I saw it, I laughed my ass off.
I love a
I think
Carmelo
I even
bar.
brought
They're
some
delicious.
over to Troxel's house at one point.
They're so good.
It was the shit.
One?
Fuck Carmelo.
Fuck Carmelo.
Yeah, I did. I brought him over to his house.
They're delicious. It's
guy.
nice caramel and chocolate. Ooh.
Right.
Is he on your fantasy team? Fuck him.
I have hated him ever since. Fuck that guy.
Carmelo.
You guys want to watch a couple more Christmassy related videos? What do you say?
Give it to us.
Even we could just start with some.
All right. Well.
Wow.
I feel like you're fingering my donut over here. Just let's see what's going on.
I'm eating that donut hole.
I know you are.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, Santa Claus turned into Dumbledore.
I want to take that from the top because look at this. Santa is trying to come in off this boat and come surprise all these people, wish them a Merry Christmas.
Are you surprised? You don't think they saw the boat coming? Look at him. He turns into fucking powder Jesus so fast.
Oh, I love that. It's so good. And
Santa
he's still a
ain't
good
got
sport.
no
He's like,
motor
hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
was
still
still a
trying
good
to sell it for the fucking few children left that haven't inbred themselves on this deserted island.
Speaking of children getting fucked up by Santa, watch this.
That's what I was speaking of. I don't know what kind. Well, the kid has no rhythm, for one.
That was a robot Santa. That's why it was so creepy. I could tell it looked like a robot Santa, and the fact
no one else.
And then its fucking head fell off.
I was so upset the little girl didn't know how to keep a fucking hip sway going in tune with the robot, and then Santa Claus's head fell off. That was Can we see this again?
I don't know that everyone could tell by the video that we watched, but that's a robot Santa. That's not even a real guy.
It looks like they face swapped that little kid with their grandfather. Look at her. Even if she grows up pretty, she's blurry.
It's just a bad. It is blurry, and she's bummed out. Is what's going on. That's the difference of what's happening.
I mean,
she's
even
sad.
if you were there, wouldn't you be bummed out if you saw Santa Claus's head?
Oh
fall down?
Oh yeah.
He's saying she grows up pretty, she's blurry.
I'm just saying, Santa Claus's face was fucking clear as day. You look over, blurry
Holy
as shit.
shit.
We're on to something here, you guys.
All right, so Santa's head is gone. Let's take a look at this.
I want to
Santa
see the
Claus.
guy with the mustache going to blurry chicks on camera.
I'm so over it.
Here's another Santa having a bad time.
Santa! Oh my!
Oh shit!
Oops!
Hold on, listen to the
broke
mom in the
Santa's
back.
neck.
Listen to the mom in the
She just
background.
turned the sleigh into a slip and puff.
Oh my! Don't break Santa. Oops!
Don't break Santa.
Whoops!
Man!
Don't break Santa.
She snapped his neck like a pencil stick.
That's for
It's like,
sure.
what is that? It's like the Peter Dinklage model. Like, why is Santa so fucking tiny?
You can't say that.
He's an actor. He may
You
have been
can't say that.
You know what? I'm sick of this. I'm done with this show. What can you say? Hi and good night. That's it anymore.
All I know is my whole shit just froze. Can you guys hear or see me?
Oh, we can
hear
see
you, but we can't see you.
Well, we see your face. You look very happy to be staring at your own name. This is the most conceited look you've ever had in your life.
Damn it!
But you sound normal. You sound like
remember that movie,
right
Matt? You remember Mac and Me?
Yeah.
Like the bootleg ET. He kind of looks like
I
Mac
look
right
like
now
the
with
alien?
his neck. Yeah, kinda. Like you're about to drive your fucking motorcycle, or no, your wheelchair right off a cliff.
I got the beach ball of death. Nothing's happening. I gotta go take a piss. I'll be right back. All right, so this next two, I don't believe there's any audio on these, but we can talk through them. Let the audience know what's going on. I think for this first one, I want to start with this beer pong game.
We're supposed to start after I was done eating. All right, beer pong.
So for these next couple videos, there's not any audio for these videos. And what I was kind of hoping is that you guys could talk me through it and tell me what's going on in them. Good stuff here. This first one involves some beer pong. So this guy's getting ready to take his shot. Oh, and then Santa comes blasting through the table on a chair and lands directly on his spinal cord.
Well, Santa in a crop top. It's Santa in a crop top. It's not just Santa. It's Santa in a crop top.
Well, Santa, they bounced him in, so it's worth 2 points right there.
He
and
came
when
off
Santa
that roof.
I think when he jumped down, he was in a chair that jumped on.
Absolutely,
he was.
Right.
Yeah,
and
he had a chair glued to his bottom.
I think he thought that it was going to go much differently.
Why?
That's not glued to him because I think he thought he might land.
Oh yeah, no, he's just holding on to it.
Might
No, he's
land.
holding
That's a
on.
plastic chair, though.
And it
It's a plastic chair and a plastic table. And
The
no,
table
everything
and
is
chair
closed.
shattered.
The table leg shreds his pants and gets him in the gooch. Like,
Yeah.
watch that. Go back one more time. The table leg stays up when everything else breaks.
Ah, oh, it does.
Yeah, it
Ooh,
does.
Oh, yeah.
It's sticking out of him.
Well, no,
It's
it's sticking into him.
It's hanging off of his asshole. Look at that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wow.
Oh, guys.
Good setup, good idea, bad execution for yourself.
Oh,
Merry
for the
Christmas. That's good.
For the
Jeez.
interwebs, you're gonna go down in history like Rudolph.
I got one more Santa video that
Give
I
us a
think you guys
Christmas
might
time.
enjoy. This is Santa doing a little paragliding. What do you guys think about this? He's coming in. This looks like, he's coming into the mall. Maybe that's the Aurora Mall, Buckingham Mall.
Looks like it.
Boof!
Oh,
Crashed
man.
directly into the gate of an SUV. How
But
do you
if
think
you
that
look
felt?
there, it's an electric car because they're hooked up to that fucking bright yellow battery powered thing. Well, you know what? It's the same color as his chute. Maybe that was promo.
It could have been.
Oh,
Boom.
Oh, oh no, it's the same color as his chute because it's a chute.
yeah.
I thought he landed in front of like an electric fucking charging station. No,
he crashed into the back of a white SUV and I think shattered both of his legs right there, and then
but
likely
props to the chute
shattered.
for staying up like an Insta tent. If Bear Grylls had that,
Could you imagine?
he just lands and has a tent. He's like, "Fuck it, let's find food."
Fuck it,
go.
cut him up. Let's see. I'm only going to play
shelter.
one more for tonight, and
For
this
Christmas?
one is more. Yeah, this one is more reindeer related than it is Santa
that.
related. But I figured this is a good place to stop. So this woman is feeding a reindeer, and
Okay.
As women
goes
do,
really
is she
well.
white?
I began to
Yes.
pass out.
Yep.
And my head hit the
Don't
wall.
get low.
But I had a
You shouldn't have gotten low. You
God damn it.
you challenged
God
her
damn
by
it.
getting low.
No, but also don't get near an animal that has horns on there that can impale you. What are you
That-
doing?
If
Don't
that
stand near them.
animal, if
Don't
that
stand
reindeer
near them.
hit her with an antler at like a slightly different angle, it would have just impaled her neck and killed her.
Or lung, and then she would have been like fucking suffocating out from the body, from her cavity.
Yeah.
You
ever heard of Steve
filled up
Irwin?
with fluid?
But
Oh
it would
my
have been
God.
her own fault.
Yes, but like,
She
what
got
are you
down
doing?
and challenged the reindeer.
Listen,
you don't get on.
she's not me. She can't go out there and
Reindeer's
she can't go
chilling.
out there and
Look, she got
challenge
down.
wild animals.
That's. I'm not kidding, man. I think when you get down and like put your head at them, it's like, oh, okay, bitch. And,
Yeah.
and
Well,
it
that's
was
the
showing
thing.
you.
If she wasn't
I'll
ready,
eat your
because
fucking
if I
snacks, and I'll
if I
pound
was
your
going to
face with
give,
my face.
I would give that reindeer some snacks, but I would not let go of both antlers the whole time. I would be holding on to both antlers
What are you gonna
to let them know.
Your dick?
No,
how are you gonna hold both its antlers and give it a snack? The fuck are you talking about?
Because I let that reindeer know that I'm in control at all
How are
times.
you
I'm the
feeding
alpha.
said snack?
I'm confused.
Don't be confused.
I don't think you can
The
bring any of
snacks on
your
the
new
floor.
friends. It's like
It's
a
on the
thing.
floor. The snacks on the floor. What are you talking about? It's Christmas.
You're just gonna pound a
put the-
reindeer's head into the floor where you drop food, and you think this is gonna go well?
Yes, because I'm an
you're an
alpha.
idiot.
No, because I'm an alpha as
You
far
think
as
you're
these
an
reindeer
elf?
are concerned. An
Yeah, he's
alpha.
an elf.
An alpha? Shut up.
God damn it. Lad, I think that's gonna do it for us.
La.
For videos for tonight.
That's how you make people feel.
La.
just you make people just make noises.
Way to
Yeah.
go.
Speaking of
Trox,
jerking off in front of bears.
take us to
Okay.
somebody's thing that rhymes with your name. Why don't you take us to that?
Somebody's Trox.
Yeah.
Hey.
Where's my button?
What's going on over there? Who's in the box? Oh, what's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Hell
no more cat
yeah.
shit in our box, baby.
That's it.
Hell
This
yeah.
litter
What's in
box
the
is
box?
clean.
Hell
Can I
yeah.
start?
Yeah.
JDirty,
Let me
can
go
I
get
start?
mine real quick.
All right,
I'm
I'm
just
gonna
kidding.
start.
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna start because I've got a box cutter that I've been playing with
Look what it
for a
says.
while.
Okay, Gustavo.
So I just wanted to go through something that I purchased. You know, I generally do show a lot of vinyl records on here,
Sure.
but I got a cool little package that I wanted to go through live
Yeah,
here
you
on the air because Rhyme Sayers Entertainment recently did a holiday dings and dents sale on their vinyl. So the deal was all of these different vinyls from the Rhyme Sayers catalog, slightly damaged, that got sent back during shipping because they're like the cardboard might have been, you know, a little torn, or there would be
Do
like
they guarantee that it will not be the record itself will not be fucked up?
They guaranteed that all of the issues would be cosmetic. And so I ordered up 4 records in this
You don't know
here.
what they are.
I do know what they are. I picked the records, so I know what they are, but I don't know what type of damage I might be looking at. So that's more what I wanted to show on this show was I paid money for 4 damaged vinyl records, and I'm pretty excited to see what that means.
This. Yeah.
I knew you would.
I'm also the guy that sent these back.
I bet.
Like I've done that. I've been like, look, I'm a collector, and it showed up cracked. I did not order a sealed cracked CD, so therefore you need to reimburse me. So,
Well,
yes,
and as
figuratively
you can see,
speaking.
let me cover up the top part here. But
Why you
as you
love
can
giving
see,
out info?
as you can see there, they
Well, don't
all
show
say
them to us like that. That's whack. Show it to us
damaged
when we pull 'em out.
vinyl. Damaged vinyl is what it says.
We understand.
All right.
We know what damage means. We watch the show.
First one up is MF Doom Food.
Oh, that's a record and a half right there.
And what's
Look at
wrong
that
with
shit.
it? It looks amazing.
Looks dope.
Bro, the cellophane is ripped right there.
Awesome.
That's it.
That's it. This was $10 because
Dude,
the
that's
cellophane is ripped.
crazy. That's crazy.
This is like
that's such a good record. That's such a good
It
record.
may be, but they were selling out really quick. So I had a couple in my cart that by the time I got to the cart, they were sold out.
You can't buy people.
Right.
Ugh.
Right.
All
right.
You
Next
can't.
one.
A couple.
You can't.
He can. Ooh, the next one is
can't.
Doom and
You
Mad
can't
Lib,
say that.
Mad Villain.
You didn't get Mad Villain 2? You got Food and Mad Villain?
Bro, and this
What's wrong with this one?
literally nothing. There's not a blemish on this.
There's got to be a blemish.
Dog,
There's
that's so
not a
sick.
blemish.
I can't.
I don't
believe you got
understand.
Mad
Like
Villain 2?
$10?
Yes.
All of every vinyl on the site was $10.
They were 10 or 11, and then some of them were cheaper, like the EPs were 5, and so I got one of those. This literally has no damage at all. I can't imagine what someone would have returned this for. Incredible!
Oh my
amazing!
God.
Next one,
amazing.
Holy shit!
The Ali bro.
Brother Ali, Shadows on the Sun. This is the special edition. Includes double orange and blue translucent vinyl. There is no fucking okay. No, I take it back. Is it like
a bent corner, maybe?
The corner right there. The corner right there is a little bent, and the corner right there is a little bent. You see that?
Okay. Yeah, and that's enough. That's enough for a strict collector to be like.
For a collector, that would be like.
I actually understand that.
But there's
the MF Doom looked fucking perfect.
Both of them did.
Well, the split cellophane makes sense too. That drops 20%. I get that.
The final one. This was an EP. This one was only $5, and I already see what's wrong with it.
Cotton, are you good? You awake?
Yeah, I'm blown away by these vinyls.
Right?
Oh fuck!
This is Atmosphere, the Fun EP, which is a fantastic fucking record, and I can already see the problem here is that's split at the bottom.
Show me one of those style cases on a full-size vinyl that's
not torn. All of mine are. Every single one.
I fucking hate those kind of sleeves. You guys are assholes who make them. M&E.
Yeah, it's torn from there all the way to there.
If you're gonna keep it, I would put a piece of tape. Well, here, let's talk about that off air.
We'll take that one offline.
But I have a plan for that.
Jay, this one was $5.
That's
so
gangster.
that whole haul that I just showed you guys cost me after shipping like $43.
You could double your money on eBay on that shit, if not more.
I could, but I wanted all of them. So
I know.
That's the thing. All of those records are fucking heaters, and you're gonna want to keep on listening.
Dude, I got Food, Mad Villain, Shadows on the Sun, and the Fun EP, all on vinyl.
Those are all repeatables. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, so somebody says he has funny pee? Like funny how? Like a clown pee?
Like clown pee?
That's
right. So sorry I took so much of the time, but I was so excited about that, and I wanted to open it live. This was
one of our shortest shows ever. What do you mean took so much of the time? We have an indefinite amount of minutes.
Go to what you're saying, JDirty.
Yeah, but
I'm saying what I'm saying, Cotton.
Dope Records. Happy holidays from Rhyme Sayers Entertainment. RSC all day, baby. JDirty, get them.
The art of collecting.
I'm so tired.
It's not a whimsical thing. It's not
Jesus Christ, go to bed.
The way I
get the fuck out of here, you son of a bitch. You asshole.
The way I treat my collection is so serious, like Cotton treats his bedtime.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. You know what? Things come up. Shows take a while. All right, Donatello, get the fuck out of here, you dumb son of a bitch. Where'd you get those ugly britches? So
you got damn stupid shoes on anyway. Where'd you get them ugly britches?
So it is Christmas time. It is Christmas Day, actually, and I believe I discussed in person with you guys the Secret Santa that we did on the museum.
Yep.
Correct. And I said I got some dope ass shit. I got some fresh ass shirts, some cool fucking action figures that sold for a decent amount on eBay. And I also got a dope ass piece of memorabilia that I thought was super fresh. It's one of the more bootleg posters I've ever received in my life. And it's so dope that it's bootleg. And Trox, you'll see why.
Whoa. That's a real poster, but it looks bootleg, right?
Both of those are true. So at that where I recently showed you the DVD was released at the show in Detroit. Remember, and they took Twisted off of everything. Well, at that show, they sold these posters. These are straight up from Vistaprint. There's no fucking doubt in my mind. Like, these are cardstock, shitty, pixelated fucking posters. But it's funny because
they're really putting their best foot forward lately.
All their effort to get rid of Twisted from this. all the repressings. On the poster, they forgot to fucking take their name off, and they've re-put them out and sold it. I just thought it was a trip that they went through all their effort, but then for the poster, they're like, just scan the old cover. We're running out of time. But yeah, so it straight up still says Twisted, like co-starring. On the DVD, that shit's gone, but co-starring Twisted. Can you see that? I can't tell.
Oh, I can see it. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
That's wild, dog. Like,
they would take that off the DVD. That's so petty. Really?
They did.
Remember I
showed that on the What's in the Box.
Yeah, I did, but like that's just it's crazy to revisit. Like,
dude, they're making revisionist history over psychopathic.
They put out a shirt.
They're like Quentin Tarantino.
They put out a shirt to promote Just Another Crazy Click, the song with Twisted, ICP, and 3-6 Mafia, and they just left Twisted off the shirt, like as if they were never on the song. It's crazy as fuck. So
that is fucking wild.
So speaking of Twisted, oh, there it is. So where to put it? Fright Fest has just occurred, and they put out the Fright Fest CD, Attack of the Ninjas collection, whatever the fuck they call it. But finally got a hold of this motherfucker right there. The official 2022 Fright Fest album. That's
so dope.
There's 14 tracks, but none of them are new. So, that's why we pay big amounts of scrubkins for CDs. None of those tracks on there are new. All of them Trox. Some of them 15 years old. Pimples on Your Pumpkin, I believe, is even on this motherfucker.
That's a good one.
I lied. It's not. But you get the idea.
I do.
Yeah,
and I have a bone to pick with you along with that CD. I rewatched last week's episode of Scrub Hop Talk, and I still have not heard the new Twisted album that you said that you were going to send me right after the show.
Oh, I'll send it to you right after the show.
Yeah.
So,
so yeah, that's the What's in the Box. I got some more shit in this week, but I'll save it for the next week.
That's why we're here. It's why we're here.
What's going on over there? Who's in the box? Oh, what's in the box? Not till you give me the what's in the fucking box?
That's for you, Cotton.
It was fun. It was fun. It was me being fun.
Oh, is that your your gimmick? People know you for that?
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
Nobody knows him. Cotton, we haven't heard from your bitch ass in a while. What the fuck you been watching?
Oh, well, that's because you guys have been talking all about your drip sets and all of your stuff that you get your vinyls and
white
and
people
things
shit
of that nature. I have just been watching television and movies, and I have a couple of those things to tell you guys about. Let's go television first. You guys want to go television first?
Sure.
Yeah.
New Netflix show. You guys heard about this new Netflix show with Will Arnett called Murderville? Has anybody watched Murderville?
No.
I have not, but it's on. It keeps popping up on my recommended for you, and it's like the Murderville, and then the Murderville Christmas Story popped up on my recommended.
That's initially what popped up was the Murderville Christmas special called "Who Killed Santa," and that showed up on my Netflix the other night, and it's with Jason Bateman and Maya Rudolph. And I looked at the trailer real quick, and it says Jason Bateman and Maya Rudolph have not been given a script to this thing. And Will Arnett plays the murder detective, and these two people need to solve the murder. And it's
what's
for Who
the
Killed
show
Santa.
called again?
So then
Murderville.
after I watched this entire Christmas special, and then I find out that there are 6 episodes of Murderville on Netflix. Each episode is a new celebrity who has not been given a script, who needs to solve the murder. This first season,
I didn't know this was the premise. This
is the premise of the show. So it's
like curse wordy?
They're improvising with Will Arnett for 30 minutes.
It's TVMA,
they're trying to solve the murder. So season 1 is episode 1 is Conan O'Brien. Then they have Marshawn Lynch is the second episode.
What?
Yeah, Marshawn Lynch.
I would watch him do anything.
I used to have him on my fantasy.
They got Kumail Nanjiani on the 3rd episode.
He was on 2 Bears today.
Alexis from Schitt's Creek. I'm forgetting the actress's name right now.
You always go on this whole like don't genderize and treat women right. You know all the guys' names, and she's Alexis.
It's her that I don't know because I do know the other actresses. My apologies. But then there is also Sharon Stone, who is on an episode, as well as Ken Jeong. It is.
I'm watching. I didn't know that
all
was the
6
premise.
episodes
I'm
are
100%
fantastic,
sold.
and it's Will Arnett just fucking with these people. Like the episode with Kumail Nanjiani is, he starts up by saying like, "You must have had a relationship in high school, right? What's her name?" And Kumail said, he said, "I'm not comfortable giving you my high school girlfriend's name. Go ahead, just give me her name. Tell me what it rhymes with." And the rest of the episode is just an ongoing bit of different characters in this show trying to get Kumail to give up his high school girlfriend's name on this show. It's fantastic. It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
And the Who Killed
Netflix?
Santa, yeah, that's on Netflix. Who Killed Santa is also on there, and it's a Murderville special. And that one is Jason Bateman and Maya Rudolph.
Amazing.
It kept popping up on my recommendations, and I'm like, oh shit, a new show with Will Arnett. That looks great. And I'm gonna get to that as soon as I'm done with all these other things. And now that you explain what it is, I'm fucking in.
Hey, are they
Definitely.
dropping like fucks and everything in it?
Yeah. They're going.
I told you it was
hard as shit.
TVMA, Jay. I said it was TVMA.
Well, to me,
It's
MA
TVMA.
could mean a lot of things. I don't know.
But then
Tits?
another
Is it
thing.
still-
Another
are your
thing-
kids okay if it's tits and they're not okay if it's fucks?
What, Maya Angelou's tits are going to be on there? Or?
Maya Rudolph.
Could you imagine?
The other thing.
You know what? I would let my that's education right there.
You'd let your kids see Maya Angelou's
Oh,
tits?
big time. Those droopy melons right there fucking started a movement. All right, go ahead.
I got to tell you the other thing that I watched
Maya
real quick. It
Angelou's
was
in the image
this
for
one.
sure.
This one was a film, and it was fantastic. Are you guys
Big old
aware
droopy titties.
of the movie The Banshees of Inisherin? Do either of you
I'm
know
aware
about
of it
this
and I haven't
movie?
seen it.
The only exposure I have is the songs he's done with Eminem, honestly. So otherwise, no. What's going on?
So that's not
What's
it at all.
What's Ed Sheeran in?
Yeah.
No, I know
What's this ginger tale about?
No, I know it's Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson.
Yes.
But I don't know anything
Yes,
about it.
I don't even know
it's
what
Colin
you said.
Farrell.
Say it
It's
again.
Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson. Did you ever see the movie JDirty in Bruges? Did you see that back in the day?
No,
That's
your
a
brother
great
lent
movie.
me it, and I think I still have it.
It's a
It's so
fantastic
good.
movie. But so basically,
fucking good.
the guy
But it was
who wrote
it
and
was
directed,
a burnt DVD, so I don't feel bad.
it's so good. But
On
the guy
all
who
state
wrote
paper.
and directed that movie, his name is Martin McDonough. He wrote and directed In Bruges, Seven Psychopaths, Three Billboards Outside Ebbings, Missouri was the last
Great
one.
films.
All good movies.
His
This most
titles are
recent one,
great.
this most recent one is called The Banshees of Inisherin, and it's about two dudes who live on
about
an island out
a
of
boy
like,
from
just
UK.
off of the
Yeah, right.
coast. They're off of the coast of Ireland, and it's in the early 1900s. And one of them decides that they don't want to be friends with the other one anymore, and it's just
I'm
about
having a
all
strong
of
feeling of that right now.
all of the consequences of what takes
The
place
movie sounds
when that happens.
terrible.
Holy fucking shit! Is it not one of the best movies I've seen all year? Banshees
I know
of Inisherin.
I know it's nominated for like every fucking award.
It's
out
excellent. It was
won't
I'll
excellent,
watch
man.
it.
anything.
I love
fucking
I love
loved
that
it.
filmmaker. I loved Three Billboards. I thought Three Billboards was one of the best movies that year by far.
Hands
That shit
down.
was
And
so good.
this was
Jay,
this
you-
was up
You
there
ever
with
seen
Three
Three
Billboards.
Billboards outside of Three Billboards outside
Ebbings,
what?
Missouri.
Ebbings, Missouri. You haven't seen that,
You know how long it's been since I went on a road trip?
bro?
Dog.
It's got Frances McDormand and Sam Rockwell in it, and it's so
So
fucking.
I don't know
good.
who either of those people even are.
You
You
absolutely do.
You
If
do,
you saw-
motherfucker.
Frances McDormand's in like all the Coen Brothers movies. She's
Yeah, she's
married to
Margie.
Ethan Coen.
She's Margie in Fargo. The cop.
Oh,
The
don't you
cop.
know, lady? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I know her. She's good. Oh, she's in it.
He's
All right.
fleeing the
Thank
interview.
You, Cotton.
He's
Thank
fleeing
you,
the
Cotton. I
interview.
will
I know, but
absolutely
basically,
look that up.
Banshees of Inisherin is a fantastic movie. Everyone should watch it. And then Murderville on Netflix, both the Christmas special and the program. Watch all of it. It's all really good.
Jay, Dirty, get him.
All right. So I'm gonna come into this saying I'm sorry that I dissed your segment.
It's okay.
Because Ed Sheeran has an amazing voice. I'm gonna stick to that. So you are correct.
It's such a good movie. You're so disrespectful.
He's a
So-
great guitar player too.
Oh, and the voice on that guy, man.
He's nice with the loop pedal.
You seen him with the loop pedal?
Oh man, I don't know why we still call him that. It's
The Ballad of Ed
disrespectful.
Sheeran must be the best movie of the year. That's all
No
I'm
shit.
saying.
The Ballad of Ed Sheeran. I would watch that movie for sure.
I'm
Ed Sheeran
pretty
is
sure
making
you
the
just
image.
you just promoted it. Ed Sheeran is going to be holding up the loopy titties of Maya Angelou. I'm pretty sure, and that's just going to be one corner.
We got to stop. That's very inappropriate. We got to stop the show. Go ahead.
All right, what if we made it Prince Harry instead? I like how we went to two different versions. So, it's Christmas, okay? Can we go back to something Christmassy?
The season of perpetual hope.
Yes.
Oh,
so,
I did watch a Christmas movie. That's funny. Go ahead.
I guess it's still your turn. No, I'm just kidding. If you have something else, I don't give a fuck. I'm in it for. I want to do a 3-hour show tonight. You can suck my nut bag.
It's gonna be an hour 30 minutes. Go ahead.
Easy. We're gonna cut so much out. No,
a lot of fat.
I've watched a little something for the family, and I've watched a little something for myself. The family. It's Christmas. We finished Santa Claus. I'm sorry. I'll cough over your fucking title. We watched Santa Clauses. The brand new Tim Allen thing. We're done. It had Harold or Kumar, whatever one the other one was. I don't know what the fucking difference. But
Cal Penn or John Show.
You don't know the difference between Harold and Kumar?
I don't know their real names. I don't know the fucking difference. No.
Cal Penn.
Thank you. Cal Penn was in it, and he became the new Santa Claus. It's dope as fuck. It was hilarious.
Spoiler alert.
No, it's in all the fucking promos. I'll give you a spoiler. It doesn't work out. That's the whole gimmick. It's in the trailer. It's dope as fuck. Check it out.
Holy shit.
But that's not even what I wanted to talk about. There's been a show that's apparently been out for about 20 years that I have never watched in my whole life. And Lord knows Lord knows something from that era is gonna pop into my head and be like the newest, greatest thing. So you know how I like roasts.
Yeah.
Somehow you fucking assholes never informed me of the TV show where the host roasts the entire time. I've become a huge Jiminy Glick fan in the last 4 weeks. This is the funniest content I've ever witnessed in my life. Martin Short has become one of my favorite people. I've never seen this shit before in my life. He roasts these.
That show was on when we were in high school.
You're coming out of podcasts in 2022, and you're like, you guys ever heard of Martin Short?
I didn't say you've never. I said I've never. I understand it's Ben. This is the funniest shit I've ever seen. This is Between Two Ferns before Zach Galifianakis was born.
Yeah, that's the premise.
I'm not coming in this like you guys don't know. I'm coming in this going, I just found this, and I've watched every time I'm at my desk working on an image, I'm watching it.
I love you so much.
It's the
fucking new Jiminy Glick clips.
It is the it was already laying during Mad TV. I'm like, where does this come from? Who y'all never said shit. That's it's new.
I didn't think we needed to.
It's new roast material, man. And
Yo,
it's
Jay, have you ever heard of Seinfeld? That shit is wild.
You should know that about.
There's this little show on NBC called Friends. Check it.
For quite a few years, I really didn't know about Seinfeld.
Evident.
I'm just trying to say that I don't give a fuck how old I look or whatever.
Holy shit.
I found that I never had HBO.
How old I look whatever.
Have you guys heard of Hans and Franz?
That shit wasn't even as funny as Jiminy Glick, man. This shit is monster. It is cutting edge roast.
Kevin Nealon got nothing on Dana Carvey, my guy.
Oh, I watched Jiminy Glick roast both Kevin Nealon and Dana Carvey. And it was when they were in their prime. The shit is hilarious. So if you've never seen it, check it out.
Thanks for the rec. I haven't watched that since I was 17, so I might need to revisit it.
I was closed in back then and until recently. It's not my fault.
Holy Christ.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Why don't I make fun of what you enjoy? Oh, yeah. That's
great
what I do
rec, Jay.
week.
Well, you guys can't make fun of what I enjoy because I took both of your recommendations in the last week because I was traveling. And so I needed
to till next week. You're gonna have a great week with Jiminy.
I'm gonna watch all the Jiminy. I'm gonna watch him. I'm gonna watch him climb up onto that couch all awkwardly and look all funny and fall off, and he's gonna be great.
He's not even fat. All right, we'll talk about it next week.
That's a fat suit. Yeah. So,
you talk.
I watched both of your recommendations from this last week while I was traveling. And the first one that I checked out was the recommendation that you made, Cotton, and that was Stutz.
That's true.
Really good.
Yeah.
Fuck, I loved it. Is he here or is he on?
He's doing that
You're
intentionally.
watching Stutz. I'm here. I hear everything.
Okay. Stutz. Fantastic movie.
Don't act
Great
like I'm not
recommendation,
here,
Cotton.
bitch.
Really interesting stuff. The way that Jonah Hill put that movie together and like how it's a movie about therapy was really interesting. The whole structure, I really enjoyed it. I wouldn't call it acting because it was just them being people and just being authentic. At least that's what it seemed to be.
Talented
really
filmmaking.
Good.
You know what I mean?
Then JDirty's recommendation that I watched since last week is the show Wednesday. Who my daughter and I had a day off together the other day, and she's like, "Hey, I really like Wednesday." Like I told you, she had already watched all of them, and she's like, "I really like this.
We have not finished them.
You want to watch it with me?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." I sat down with her. We watched 6 of them in one sitting. Just
You're
fucking
a thug. I wish I
off
could do
rip.
that.
We watched all 6 because baby was at school. Mom's working. We're like, fuck, we got nothing to do but watch Wednesday all day. So we watched 6 of them all the way through.
It was a Tuesday, which is weird, but go on.
Today, we finished the last 2. And then I look at her and I said, we finished this on a Wednesday. And she just goes,
Christmas is actually on a Sunday. So why don't you,
Rome.
Can we rebuild the third wall?
We watched it today. And I was like, remember Wednesday? And she's like, we just watched it. And I was like,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bro.
Was it great?
Fucking great. I really
it.
enjoy it. I don't know Principal Weem's real name, but she was also Brienne of Tarth in Game of Thrones.
Oh, for real?
She plays the principal of the school. Luis Guzman plays Gomez. Catherine O'Hara plays Morticia.
That's not for me. What?
Catherine O'Hara? No, Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Catherine Zeta-Jones. Did I say Catherine O'Hara?
I'm like, no, she doesn't. Mrs. Shit does not play Morticia.
She's Moira.
Morticia, Moira.
Say Moira. No, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and then fucking Christina Ricci's in it also as the teacher. And it's fucking great, dog.
Oh, yeah.
Highly recommend it. It's very Tim Burton, like dark.
I fuck with anything Tim Burton. That's fine.
Bro, I'm glad Jay recommended it to me because then I heard about it on Christina P's podcast. And then my kid was like, you're watching this with me. And I was like, put it on. Let's go.
When you said it's very Tim Burton, I saw an ad that said, when I heard Tim Burton was doing Wednesday, and it was just Johnny Depp with like a Wednesday wig on. It's like, this is what I assumed we were going to see. And it just shit was
no, so I watched both of those recommendations, but I also watched something new that is old that Cotton's been telling me about
Jiminy Glick, babe.
For like 2 years. I'm on that Jiminy Glick.
Oh, yeah,
bro, I've been watching this new show called The Real World. It's fucking crazy. 7 strangers.
Oh, wait till
take us out of your own thing. Take us out of your own thing.
What I was going to say, the old show that I missed was Bo Burnham's Inside.
Yeah.
Cotton has told me about, I think he talked about it on early episodes of the podcast.
Real early.
Before we started doing the Netflix segment, because this show came out in 2020 or 2021.
The one where he does that in his house?
Yeah.
Yes. And the things that this man is able to accomplish with a light and a camera are fucking incredible.
Puts him into action.
Bro, it blew my mind.
Crazy shit, man.
I had tried to watch it once before, and I put it on at like midnight, and I fell asleep. And so I was like, well, I'm on a plane. I'm just going to sit here and watch the whole shit right now. Goddamn, it is phenomenal. Jay, there's a particular segment in that special where he's doing a reaction video to one of his own videos.
Okay.
And it's amazing. The whole time I was watching it, I was laughing.
The premise is really
I was
good.
like, Jay needs to see this. It's fucking great. Like, even if you just watch that 5-minute segment of this movie, It'll
a
blow
funny
your
fuck.
mind. The
Yeah.
special itself is fan-fucking-tastic. Highly recommended.
I'm a fan of that guy. I think he's.
But it was
hilarious.
like, it's not even like as funny as you would hope that it would be. It's like a lot of it's like dark and sad, and then a lot of
it's pretty
like,
heavy. There's some heavy shit, but the stuff that's funny is really fucking funny.
Agreed.
Do you guys ever? I'm gonna go on a slight Bo Burnham tangent, but do you guys know the show online where it's like it had an audience in there, but there was like 6 comedians sitting on a couch, like in a room.
Crowd?
No,
Green Room.
Is that what it's
Green
called? And
Green
there's, like,
Room with
the
Paul
comics are all
Provenza.
kind of like roasting
yeah.
each other. Bo Burnham was on one with like Mark Maron and Ray
Doug
Romano,
Stanhope.
I think. Okay, and it was just like they're each doing their thing, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Yeah," starts singing a song, and they just start roasting. Oh, you're one of those guys, like. It's really funny because he was the baby of the group for sure.
They were roasting him for doing musical comedy, and then I think
that's
his
what
line
I'm
on
saying.
there was like,
it was really funny.
His line on there was like, "And what was all of your names again?" Like he went right back to him like, "I'm sorry, Ray who?" Like
yeah, but. It was awesome. So yeah, props to that. When you said his name, that's all I could think of.
You would love the special.
Yeah.
You would love the special. The reaction, the reaction video part specifically just had me like dying. It's like I can't believe Jay hasn't seen this because it's
I
so.
have not, but I'm willing to check it out.
You're gonna bust your fucking nuts.
Oh, dick and balls.
Ooh.
No better way to end that segment.
Florida flooded. They're gone.
Down.
Good night.
I'm done.
No.
I'm done.
We got a little bit.
I'm just kidding.
I
want to go to Florida.
got a little bit more.
I have nowhere to go.
It's gonna be a long episode. I told you.
Exchanged every gift in my house today.
It's the Christmas episode. It's gonna be a long episode.
Now?
We've been filming for 3
Can't
hours.
we be done now?
I wish we were done now.
By the time this episode's done, the ball's going to drop in New York, I think.
Curtain pull to anybody that's still watching this. We started recording 3 hours and 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, fuck it.
Not that much, but it might as
All right.
well be.
With
let's
the live
get
show,
the fuck
maybe.
into
Florida, man. Florida, man.
On this week's edition of Florida Man, man accused of attacking
God,
wife with Christmas tree when asked to help make it. Merry fucking Christmas, everybody.
Same, my guy. Same.
Look at this fucking guy.
Look at that meth smoked fucking.
What did you ask me?
Mustache.
That
You
mustache
wanted
is
help.
fierce.
You wanted help with the buns. Let me tell you about the buns.
I love this. Richard Atchison was arrested and charged after allegedly throwing a Christmas tree at his wife.
What size Christmas tree was this?
A full size.
We get more, right?
Oh, we get more. All right. So in Lake County, Florida, a man in Florida is facing charges after throwing a Christmas tree at his wife, according to the Fruitland Park Police Department. The arrest report states Richard Atchison became angry when his wife asked for help making dinner Monday night. They started arguing, and Atchison told the police he lost his temper when his wife allegedly slammed a spoon into hot food that splashed on his face. He told his wife he was leaving, packed clothes, and then walked to his truck. According to the report, now this is my favorite part, he came back inside since he had been drinking and told his wife she needed to leave instead.
That guy's a G.
He's like, bitch, I'm drunk. You gotta go.
I'm Papa Bear. Get the fuck out of my tree.
The arrest affidavit states she tried to leave, but Atchison pushed her away from the door, so she went into the living room. That's when Atchison allegedly picked up the Christmas tree and threw it at her. Atchison's wife went into the bedroom to separate herself from
in
them.
a trailer, I think the door is in the living room. So like maybe this is the same room.
It was a very small room.
Yeah.
To separate herself from him and call authorities for help, according to the arrest report. Let me just leave you here on Mr. Richard Atchison.
I love the face.
Florida man of the
Look
week.
at those eyes. Maybe he thought he was just moving it to the other side of the room. He couldn't tell where she was. He's clearly focused in two different corners.
Like I'm not often in situations where I'm like, I need to find a weapon in this room, and I need to find something that I can fend off this attacker. this woman is attacking me because I didn't make the soup. And so I've never in my life thought I could use a Christmas tree.
Think back on this. Think about the love you have for Mayhem, your current wife. You know, you're doing well.
You can just say wife.
I don't mean that to be that's fair. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that to sound rude. You're right. At the time of filming, it's your current wife.
During the filming segment.
That derailed quick. I apologize. Your wife of the rest of your life. This guy also thought he had one of those. At one point, they were like, I do. Sickness and in health. Absolutely. All of our friends can smoke our meth and live in the trailer forever. You know, they were in love. And then they just fast forward to like, bitch! And he throws the Christmas tree. Like, think about, you know how they say that the space between the little dash on your gravestone? What the fuck happened in their house? The dash between I do.
Oh, his face says it all.
I think the discoloration of his mustache says it all. That's what I was getting at. That is like, that is definitely like meth pipes, like riddled stain, right?
I don't know.
That's no, come on.
That might be, honestly, that might be the color. That might be the color that his mustache is supposed to be, and the rest of it has become so terribly grayed and awful.
You think that's the color that something is supposed to be?
That's a dumb assessment.
It could be. That's what I'm saying.
That looks like a tar stain, likely from cigarettes, but
or from smoking your drugs out of a hollowed out light bulb.
Listen.
Out light bulb.
From a guy throwing
I'm
Christmas
not on
trees.
drugs.
He's probably a paint huffer.
If he's throwing Christmas trees at people and attacking his wife, who knows where his mustache color is from? But I'm saying
it's not an onslaught of O'Douls, that's for sure.
No, that guy. Listen, at least this.
Sorry, guys, I had about 6 O'Douls
He looks like
tonight.
he's been blowing somebody's exhaust pipe.
Sure.
This guy's
Again,
he's in a bad way.
He had the wherewithal to walk back into the house and be like, "I'm not leaving, bitch. I'm drunk."
You get out. Oh no. You're kicking me out. It's Christmas Eve.
All
he throws
right.
it at an M&M reference. All right.
All righty.
Santa Claus has got the AIDS this year.
Yo.
Florida man.
Remember when Tiny Tim said that?
No.
You said that and I took my Santa hat off. I'm not trying to be guilty by association.
I'm
You
uncomfortable.
think maybe that's why I'm feeling sick? You guys think that that's it?
I mean,
I am
you leave
Santa.
the show in 3 years,
Look
we'll
at me.
understand.
See my hat? I got this hat.
You do. You're
This
the
hat-
only one committed.
This
You
hat
and,
says
you
Santa
and
on it.
Michelangelo.
Oh,
You called him Donatello in the last segment.
I'm trying
you guys,
to give him
I have
all
had,
of them, even though it looks like Splinter.
it's not
you
Donatello.
guys,
You have a red
I've had
face.
the most fun that I've ever had in my life.
I'm so tired with you guys.
After-
this has been the most
after we
arduous
get off
episode
tonight?
we've ever had.
I'm gonna play with this knife for a while.
It is episode number. Are you gonna do
so
kinky death shit with your box blade?
I'm gonna do kinky death shit with my bed because I'm tired. Because we've done this episode.
Tonight I'm gonna do
for
some kinky
600
weird shit with my
hours.
desk knife.
This is
Episode
an
number
800
124
hour-long
is more
episode.
minutes. We've done more minutes than we have episodes tonight.
Easily.
We have
Easily.
been beast moding. I want to see
Cotton,
how
what do you-
far we can get.
And Cotton, what are you looking for in terms of like content submissions?
So yeah, so if you want to be a set of blurred genitals on our show one day, go ahead and send it in. I'm looking for a week off. I'm looking for some
Wait a
sleep.
minute.
They
You
want hard cock or they don't want cock. That's what I'm here to say.
I think we were foreshadowing blurred genitals. He's saying hot chicks to send in pictures of their vagina. Thank you. If you have questions,
Guys,
comments, or
we
concerns,
love you.
email us at scrubhop@gmail.com. Hit us up on all the socials at scrubhop everywhere. We're all over that bitch. If you're into Scrub Hop Talk and can't sit at your computer all the time, you can check us out on anywhere you download podcasts, Scrub Hop Talk. Just check that out. You can find us in your podcast. You want to throw a little some money, some ducats at us, help us out, go to patreon.com/scrubhop. $5 a month is a membership. You get our episodes early. If we put out new music, which is bound to happen at some point, you'll get that shit early. We appreciate the fuck out of you. JDirty Reacts on YouTube. We're going over just a bunch of awesome hip-hop, comedy, other type and style of videos. It's dope as fuck. Go ahead and fuck with us there. Text submissions at 303-578-8952. Yeah, you know what? Your boys of Scrub Hop are here. Big Dirty Cotton is here. And that's what Cotton sounds like when he fucks a chick at the end. So you guys, thank you very much. We appreciate you.
So bad.
I know, but I'm about to because the show is over, and that's when I get.
But I am tonight is kind of out of material.
You've been out of material since our show started in episode 2.
I've been tired since the middle of our show. Go ahead.
You look. You
complain for somebody that literally like does the least amount out of any of us on.
I do so much. I do so much. I do so much.
You
What's
look like
the end
a
of the
garden
show?
gnome complaining you've worked too hard.
These two here, I think, stabbed the Donny.
Musketeer looking Donny.
A musketeer looking Donny.
Literally, if you hadn't have like brought a pizza out of midair, at least somehow you'd be out of the band. We're done with your shit.
I do good. I do good things for the group all the time. Everyone knows it. Go ahead and follow my Instagram, Troxy_Cotton.
Best thing you do for our show is when your internet cuts out. We love you guys. We'll see you on
I don't
Wednesday
need to think about anything harder
Sunday.
than I already do.
Merry Christmas. We love you guys.
Merry Christmas, shitheads. Thanks for joining us.